Alright, here we go. Back in with the sequel to Mega Man Army, Rise of Raw Moon. A game which is certainly a sequel. One I have, but I don't think it's bad per se. It's more of the same. It's still a fun ROM, just bigger in this case, with more characters and the addition of special weapons. But as you have kind of already seen, bigger doesn't always mean better. What is probably an improvement is if you have an Xbox controller, you can use that instead of the keyboard controls. Which still do not, which still have a very, questionable layout. That you cannot change freely. But I do not have an Xbox controller, so, yeah. I should, but, I noticed, I promise this is relevant for, the role I am in. But, general game feel does matter for playable characters. I think, sometimes there are things in particular that will affect that character more than others. And in this case, well, that's going to, be the special weapons for gold. So, the thing about the special weapons, and the character swapping in general, is that they have the Diamond and Pearl Pokedex problem. Just the PP for short. The Pokedex problem is this. When you only have one button assigned to cycle through a lot of options, and when you spam it to get through that large amount of options faster, if you have to go through all of them again, and it ends up taking that much longer. Like how the poke catches in ESP. It was fixed in but BSGP unfixed it, which was stupid as hell. Which describes BSGP. Anyway. Yeah. Unlike Platinum, this game did not fix that original. And it's worse in this game because, and it becomes worse in this game because there's more characters and there's a second selection that has the same problem with being special weapons. So, for a character that that doesn't have a target path, like Roll, that means that you need a different option for anything. It's going to come from their special weapons. And that's like that. So, that kind of works against her in particular. And the other characters have charge attacks, of course. It's not all, like, negative though. She's a stark character in this game now, instead of being unlocked relatively late, like the game. And of course her sprite has been reinforced to be much more, like, in line with her normal color scheme, making her more recognizable as Roller. Like, it's still obviously an edited Mega Man, but it does, so, like, you know, a little goes a long way, you know? She does look much better in this game, you know? She has been slightly nerfed to account for the fact that she's a starting character, as she no longer has the increased jump height that she does in Army. But she is still faster and has this very fast rapid fire. So she still functions as the more speed-focused counterpart to Mega. That's especially with special weapons, differing double jump status to the point that extra jump height she used to have. Sorry, did I say a double jump? Hold on. That joke would be a lot more impactful if I could quickly switch to the one I intended to show. Why are there two double jumps? Why are two special weapons using... Okay, it's cool that that doesn't begin. Why do we need two special weapons that cost 2 energy on your shared... that cost 2 energy on your shared energy bar, that both act as that are both double jumps? Except the one that this sends you significantly high. Like this one is close to where you start, to the starting point, and the other is like, it's a very far top, far top right corner of the map. Like, the other is just right up, like, roughly, close to right above the start. It's very bizarre. Like, just having two special weapons that do the same thing in general, though, is a very weird decision, considering that it's... Like, why would you want to pad out the special weapon roster like that in a game where every weapon you add to the special weapon roster wastes more of the player's time every time they want to cycle to a different weapon? Like, that adds up, you know? Like, sorry, this is kind of ended up being more negative than the first one in this movie. Most, like, this game isn't worse. There's more content. It still has all of the strengths of the original. It's still not too punishing. It's still fun to just have all of these different playable characters to choose from. The selection of art style is still cool, and it can still very much scratch, and it still may very well scratch the itch, the Mega Man Metroidvania itch if the, ZX games didn't quite hit it for you. But yeah, It's a good thing that Woe wasn't actually, was apparently just stopped chasing me. Oh, there it is. Like, it has to be stupidly slow and non-threatening to accommodate for the fact that I'm doing this. Like, they can't, you couldn't have not known this was an issue. Sorry, I had to lock in to stop pulling that out. Yeah. That ended up being a much better example of what my deal was than I intended. Like, when we switch to roll, this is about roll. Josh didn't know. Okay. Yeah, like, it's arguably worse than the Pete problem, because worse than Rick because, obviously, Simon and Pearl weren't doing that middle level fight, you know? Or the turn-based RPG, that's the problem. Like, you weren't trying to navigate that under time. Again, the fact that there's multiple weapons that do basically the same thing that help. Normally I wouldn't have two methods on platinum because they would have their own energy. They have two similar weapons and have more weapon and have more shots to work special weapon shots to work with it. Like, it's still a little bit different, but it's not an active and again, this could have been solved with a pause, but there still is. I guess I didn't say that much. This video yet, but there still is the pause in the game, just like the first. That's still a very weird omission. Like the weapon select screen is so iconic. What a weird thing to exclude from any Mega Man game. Like not having a button. I guess Mega Man Legends also made sense to switch weapons in the pod menu, but like that was a different play for it too. Finland, why is Mega Man? So weird and funny. Like the fact that you have to backtrack the roll to switch to like the weapon with the half cycle up and the one triple. Like even if they really should, even if they both do the same thing, but like you have to do that right different places as well. Like like, okay. Like, honestly, like, I am getting fright. Like, you don't really have, like, the first game didn't really have, like, there's not really any reason, like, having played these both in order, I can say that there wasn't really a benefit to it, so, you could skip the first one if you want, but, like, and to some extent, I think the first one was less, not better necessarily, but less frustrating. Like, these are very similar games. One has more content, one has less, but in this case, having more content is kind of contributing to the like the game being longer means there's more time being looked at the cycle. Like genuinely, this game is amazing in a lot of ways. It's just hard to but like it feels like the negatives become a lot more pronounced. Like I already talked about the positives. A lot of the positives in the first time I played this game, basically. Like genuinely, I think play the first one first, or try the first. Unless you have an Xbox controller, try the first game first and don't bother with this one unless you like that one. That or unless you really want to try using these special. If I could be disgustingly darn it, I misclicked and now I have to cycle again. Oh dear. Yeah, fighting a boss in the dark is also not fun, actually. Disgustingly darn it. I'm trying to do a roll review. Like, Tempo, I love you, but this is not about you. Like, I'm trying to show roll fighting the bosses. How the addition of special weapons kind of are offsets for weakness of lack of charge attack from the first game. So despite being hurt, still arguably better. Like, gosh, so first at a fucking demonstration, then the darkness levels. This game's final stretch is really trying to bring out the worst things. Like, again, like the first game, it succeeds at what it's trying to do. Like, I set out to make a bigger version of a Metroidvania with this art style and a bunch of different playable characters, which is very cool and very fun. It's tiny and it's not very punishing, so it's kind of fun to just muscle, kind of relaxing. A more relaxing platformer for the most part. Like, the punishment for death is stupid. Get all those upgrades as like, anyone can, I think anyone can beat this game relatively easily. And that can be a very nice change of pace compared to some of the ultra-hardcore Mega Man games. Like, I think there's genuine merit being able to what am I looking at here? So this is the titular ROM here, how do I say it? I don't like that I can't see a health bar. What the hell? What's that? Press E for the use as certainly a choice that is bold. This thing has made. But if it works, I suppose it works. Like the food is still need left. I like how it's so kind of built on like specific. Yeah, it's not like a house, but like. How did the screen there? Okay. Bye. And abrupt cut to the credits! That's not Flashman. What? So does that mean this end credit sequence pulls Flashman Mega Man? Apparently I missed a character. I genuinely do not know who. Wait, I don't have Vesper. She's probably in the game because Dr. Leland was literally in that lab. Right, that would make sense. How did I miss Vesper? I thought I scanned the whole map. Like, twice. Like, she's one I was actively looking for because I like her. Alright, well, here's the main character. Here's the doctors. And there's the, So yeah, you have to fight the X1 Mavericks to unlock the final boss this time around, rather than just having to get there. Which I think is neat. Wait. What the fuck you mean 100% completion? I'm literally missing a character. By your own admission. Huh? Guys, I think the end credits are bugged. What an end! What an ending to this one. Look, it has been fun, but I'm not sure what weird. Well, I mean, do I recommend this one as much as the first? I mean, it has tempo in it, so at the very least, it has like. I mean, how bad can a game with playable Quake woman be? This isn't a bad fan game. Like, if Capcom released something like this, I would throw them out. But like again, this is a free download that does something cool with its concept and that does something cool like it's with its concept and characters. It's just that it doesn't really fix the issues with its predecessor, which I think is unfortunate. I feel like if it did try to like if it like really but like locked in it like and like added a pause menu, like let you map the controls, added back buttons for the cycles, like reverse cycles or cycles. Uh, like all of the problems with it are kind of minor. They're not. They shouldn't like. None of them are deal breakers. It's just such a weird. You know. I don't know. Roll herself is fine. Kind of just a combination of what we saw in the first game and in Rock and Roll with the special weapons, elevating her beyond some of the other options, a lot of like on the tier list, but like or like compared to which I am not making because I was playing at 90%. I played 90% of this game as Roll anyway. I just like again this. It is cool that she's a starting character now. You can play the whole game with her. You could probably beat the game with just Roll because you have the special weapons to use to bypass stuff, or like mostly just Roll if you wanted. Although that would be hard because you'd accidentally hit the character swap button so often. Uh, because so many like these keys are placed so awkwardly, but no, it's fine. This game is fine. It's fine. It's worth checking out if this is something you'd be interested in. it's it's I I really am just talking into a void here. In it really does feel like I'm just it's just so hard to come it's like sometimes it really is just hard to say the words, you know? But it has been fun. I'll see you in the next roll review.